Well, hello there. Come on in. I'm Chris Brown. I'm your humble chimney sweep. I was just going over your chimney inspection report, but now that you're here, make yourself comfortable. Let's go over it together, shall we? Okay, now let's take a look at the inspection report and see how it reads out. This is a generic report. This is exactly what you will get, only your information obviously will be filled into all these blanks. The upper right-hand corner of the report is the legend. Each one of these initials pertain to something. A is consistent with the age of the chimney. B, see comments below. C, repairs needed. D, need further evaluation. Or E, not applicable. And they're placed into the boxes next to the parts of the chimney that can be easily identified in this diagram. And then, of course, you'll find my comments here below. Now, let's take a look at your personal report. So stay with me. Hey, Jennifer, this is going to be a great house for you to rent out as rental property when you get it all fixed up just the way you want. Hey, let's take a minute. Let's take a look at the three fireplaces. So we got an open fireplace in the left room, and I'm calling this a left room because I don't know what these rooms are going to end up being. This is actually a Heatilator model. It has the four vents. There's no power to the vents, but because this model came with two blowers, one in each lower vent, and what it does, it blew air around the firebox and out the two top vents, and so it was a way of reclaiming heat. Very popular in the early 80s when we were going through that oil embargo situation. This pipe right here that protrudes into the firebox appears to be a fresh air vent. Dampers working. Now these dampers work on a little chain. See a little chain in my hand, and that's how you open and shut it. Now if that chain ever breaks, you'll be hard pressed to replace it. So tell your tenants to be real careful with it. Actually, they could just leave it in the open position and shut the glass doors when they're not using the fireplace, and that would keep the natural heat from the house from going up the chimney. Speaking of chimney, so we're looking at the outside, not having any problems here. It's unscreened, which means they could have birds or squirrels visiting sometime. Flue system looks okay. It's just some spider webs in here. No problems with that. Center fireplace is a wood stove cemented in. It's concreted in, so we can't get the stove out. Now, when these wood stoves are professionally cleaned, they have to be pulled out in order to be cleaned properly, and they actually have to be pulled out in order to be inspected properly. However, this wood stove, and by the way, it's got a working damper, this wood stove had so many problems with it, doesn't really matter. It's 2 feet too short. It needs to be 3 feet above the roof. It's 1 foot above the roof. This chimney cap was just sitting on the top of it. It's the wrong size. It's an 8 by 13 cap. It's on a 13 by 13 flue. A good wind's just going to blow it away. Nobody even attempted to glue it down. The flue system is built traditionally. It's got 13 by 13 flue sections, 2 foot in length, and at every joint there's a broken flue joint here. So it probably won't contain the gases of combustion. It's an unsafe situation, so you really don't even want to let your tenants use the wood stove at all. Fireplace that was hidden in the back, I'm calling the right fireplace. Prefab fireplace, looks good on the inside. Working damper, butterfly damper. It uses a handle to slide back and forth in order to operate the damper. Up on top, we can see that it does have a screened cap to keep the creatures out. The counter flashing, which keeps the water from running down the pipe into the house, is loose, just needs to be reattached by your painters can do that. Anybody can do that. Flue system looks okay. Folks have any questions for me at all, give me a call, 704-526-6348. You can email me at chris@affordablesweep.com. Thanks.